on the strip festival in Brussel, there's a lot of attention for comics from other countries. And well, one of the countries that I noticed was Korea. And I know music from Korea, but I do not know comic books from Korea. So I was quite curious to learn more about it. So maybe you can introduce yourself?
저는 한국에서 일러스트레이터이자 만화가로 활동하고 있고
The author Lee Yuni is an illustrator and a comic book author in Korea, South Korea.
한국에서 나온 만화책은 두 권이
And there is two comic books in Korea which has already been published. This one, these two.
어린이 책에 들어가는 일러스트레이션이랑 뭐 잡지 여러 가지 활동하고 있습니다.
And she also drew the illustration in books for children or magazine in Korea.
How is it to be a comic artist in Korea?
사실 처음에는 제가 그림을 좋아하긴 했지만 일로 그림을 그리는 건 어떤지 몰랐는데 지금은 좀 그림을 그리고 돈도 벌고 그리고 정말 제 직업으로 생각하면서 살고 있어요.
So in fact, at the beginning, she didn't think she would draw and do comic books as a job because she liked drawing comic books, she liked drawing illustrations. But now she's earning money from this job, and I think it fits her and she likes it.
Is this something you already, when you were young, you wanted to do?
그랬던 것 같아요. 딱히 내가
She thinks so. She had a dream to be.
만화를 어렸을 때부터 보는 건 좋아했지만 만화가 될 거라고 생각을 못했는데 자연스럽게 그림을 그리는 걸 좋아하다 보니까 이렇게 된 것 같아요.
Since she was a little girl, she liked reading comic books, she liked drawing, so naturally she became a comic books author. It comes naturally because she has a lot of interest in this world and now she's a comic book author.
Is it difficult to be in comics in Korea?
모든 나라나 다 똑같을 것 같아요. 어쨌든 작가로 살아간다는 게 자기가 어쨌든 계속해서 놓지 않고 그거를 끝까지 해야 되는 거니까 그거는 우리나라에서 특별히 힘들다기보다 작가가 되는 거는 어쨌든 힘든 일이라고 생각해요.
It's difficult to live as an author in other country too, because you always have to create something and work consistently, and there is no specific difficulties only in Korea. Yeah, it's the same in every country.
What things inspire you to make the stories?
책 같은 경우는
So for this book,
제가 키우던 강아지를 모티브로 한 이야기인데 어쨌든 저는 가족이랑 제가 키우는 동물이랑 가족 그리고 저의 어린 시절이 가장 제가 많이 이야기의 소재로
in case for this book, she wrote the story of her dog that she had when she was younger. And for the other books in generally, she's inspired by her story and her family story and her pet story, and yeah, that's her younger life in the books.
Okay, so personal stories.
하지만
But
거기에 많은 픽션이 들어가.
but she inserted more fiction into this to become more to make a comic.
Are there festivals like this in Korea for comics?
네, 한국에
Yes, there is.
Okay.
There are.
꽤 많은 만화
There are a lot.
행사가 있는데 애니메이션 페스티벌
For instance, there is the comic festival and animation festival too. There is the comic festival the author knows are there's two big ones. So there is twice a year.
꽤 사람들도 많고 사람들이 만화나 애니메이션에 관심도 많고
So a lot of people come to the festival, and she thinks the Korean people like everything linked to the comics. So a lot of people come to the festival.
Yeah. Okay, that's nice to hear. And is this your first time here in, I was going to say the Netherlands, but we are in Belgium of course. Is this the first time you were here or have you been here before?
벨기에도 처음이고 이런 외국의 코믹 페스티벌에 참가하는 것도 처음이고.
It's the first time she come in Belgium, and it's first time too that she come abroad for a festival, comic festival. Yeah.
Oh, I hope you enjoy it so far.
정말 와서 보니까 규모가 되게 크고 사람들이 벨기에 자체가 너무 만화에 관심이 많은 것 같아서 너무 즐거웠어요.
She enjoyed this festival, and she said it's a more bigger festival than she thought, and there's a lot of people enjoying it, so she's also enjoying it.
Nice to meet you.
만나서 반갑습니다.
예, 저 반갑습니다.
It shows that comics are not just for young people.
그렇죠.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe you can introduce yourself?
저는 만화 그린 지가 1968년 정도 되거든요. 69년도에 어린이 잡지에서 시작을 했고, 근데 재작년까지도 쭉 연재를 했었어요.
He's the comic book author Lee Doo-ho. Yeah, he is Korean, and he started to draw comics books since 1969. He had started to draw comics books since 1969. So there's been a while.
50년 정도 한 것
So
같아요.
yeah, it's been 15 years that he is in the comics book world, and since last year he has continued serial comic books in magazine. Yeah.
What was it like to start back then as in comic books?
초창기에 우리 만화가가 굉장히 어려웠어요.
So the world of comics, when he started to draw the comics, it was a bit difficult. Yeah.
특히 만화라 그러면 어린애들이나 보는 거로 생각하기 때문에 규제가 심했어요.
There were a lot of laws, and they had a lot of restriction because they thought comics books are only for children at that time. Yeah.
그 벨기에에서 나온 그 만화 스머프나 이런 게 이제 초창기에는 한국 잡지에 현재되기도 했거든요. 그런데 그것을 그 기술이 발달하지 않았기 때문에 그대로 옮겨할 수가 없고 그걸 다시 그리는 작업을 해서 잡지에 실리기도 하는 그런 것들.
For instance, there was a case like
Tintin.
the Belgian comics Tintin or the Smurf were published also in Korea at the time, but there was no technique or no tools to re-edit it by computers. There was no computer at the time, so they had to do on their own. So the author had to draw again the comics, because there were a lot of restriction and laws to respect, so they had to readjust to fit to the law at that time. Yeah, it was difficult at that degree. Yeah.
But it has changed over the years, that it's become better?
많이 발전을 했어요.
Yeah, we have changed and we have evolved through the years and through times. Yeah.
And what kind of comics do you make?
지금 이제 그 보통 구분하기를 이제 코믹 명락 만화라고 우리가 구분하기는 명락 만화하고 극화가 있어요. 그 명락 만화는 알다시피 진짜 만화의 본질인데 단순한 선으로 그 내부적인 그런 개그나 이런 걸 표현하지만 그 스토리 만화는 이야기가 중심이 되잖아요. 그래서 그거로 두 가지가 완전히 분리돼요.
He had drawn two kind of manhwa. So we call manhwa the comics in Korea, like we call manga in Japan. We call manhwa in Korean. He had drawn two kind of manhwa, the 명랑 style one and 그 명랑이랑 다른 장르가 또 뭐죠?
그 스토리.
And the story, and the comics based in stories. So the Myeonglang one is more specific. As a specific, he has simple lines at the drawings. Story-based one is more focused on a good storyline and and a continuous story.
Have you been to Belgium before?
혹시 이전에 벨기에 오신 적이 있으신가요?
벨기에 한 번 온 적이 있었고,
Have been
그
once
다음에 이제
before.
이게 앙고레문 그때 행사 때문에
네, 프랑스.
자주 왔었는데 그때 이제 만화가들 매치하고 여기 와서 만화 박물관을 보고 깜짝 놀랐어.
I have been in Belgium once before,
Yeah.
and that time was when he come to Belgium with other comics author, and they had the Angoulême festival, the Angoulême comics festival in France. And at that time, they come together to Belgium to look around Belgium and to look the comics museum in Brussels.
Okay.
And he was very surprised because the museum was very good and very pretty and very big too.
또 어제도 가봤거든요.
He have been to the museum again yesterday too.
Okay.
역시 또 감탄했어요.
He also this time too he had very enjoyed it and it was very good. He said.
Yeah. It is a nice museum. I've been there myself as well. So
네, 이분도 가보셨다고 정말 예쁘고 많이 하셨다고 했어요.
참 좋아.
what kind? Do you like to read comics yourself as well?
만화를 그리면서 시간이 없어가지고
네.
이제 참고 자료는 어차피 찾아야 되니까 그런 자료 조사는 많이 했는데 남의 만화를 많이 보지는 못했어요.
He was busy to draw his comics books, so he hadn't enough time to read the other one's comics book. He maybe had both comics books to get some information into it to draw his own comic books,
Okay.
but he hadn't the time to buy the other authors' comic books. Unfortunately, yeah.
Okay. Nice to hear. It was very nice to meet
네,
you.
만나서 반가웠고.
아, 반갑습니다.
Thank you very much.
감사합니다.
And enjoy the festival.
예,
페스티벌 잘 즐기시고 가시죠.
예, 예.
Thank you.